Hello, Frugal Force. Once again, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty. But before I get into this, just if you don't mind, if you enjoy these videos, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, and of course, who am I kidding? Subscribe button doesn't do a dang thing nowadays anyway. Make sure you hit that notifications bell, okay? And if you want to help us out even more, go to the Patreon down below. You could help us out with that link there. Just click on it and help us out for as little as $1 a month. And you get some exclusive Frugal Force stuff in return. So let's talk about today's subject, which is Supergirl issue number 28. So if you're like me, maybe you realize the writing is on the wall there for Supergirl. The show has been more of a propaganda piece than an actual story, adventure, fun show. And you want to get your Supergirl fix? Why not check out the Supergirl comic book? In my opinion, it's been a much better storyline. It's been less of the SJW crap, and it's been more focused on actual story and character. And so this issue is Super Clones Gone Wrong. If you look at this cover, it's not the best cover, I'm going to say, but it gets the point across that there's a bunch of these eerie-looking, yucky Supergirl clones. It's because they've actually been released early before they had longevity, enough time to build to be tougher and have be able to withstand the rigors of time. Well, anyway, I digress. You turn in, you look into the book, and none other than you get is Brian Michael Bendis advertisement for his Superman. And if you look at Superman's face here, he doesn't look too happy with Bendis' writing either. Just like most of Superman's fans. I don't know about you, haven't been a big fan. Well, anyway, going past that advertisement, again, this issue, the story is written by Mark Andraco. Once again, I am known for butchering names, so I apologize. The art was by Eduardo Pensica. Inks by Julio Ferreira, and that's what I'm going to mention. No offense, there's other people that do inks and stuff. It's just I butcher names. So, you can see all the information there. She opened up this nice, after a little bit of intro and another page, there's this nice splash page here, which is pretty nice. And you look at that, it's a good intensity as you see Superwoman here, Supergirl, if you will, fighting off all of these clones of himself. These are Hokum's horror clone mashups, if you will. This general guy that's released him against Supergirl to defeat her. Supergirl right now is also not alone. She's getting help with the Omega Men. But anyway, we skip from that fight here, and we get another part of the story here with this guy that she met just recently with Superman's dog. Crypto is trying to find Supergirl, locator. And if you've been reading the series, this guy's this guy's mother, why did I say dad? Mother wants Supergirl dead. So it's interesting, because he was originally sent to spy on her, ends up befriending her, which really I think actually more than friends, as you tend to think, at least the impression I get, is that they're trying to build a little bit of a love interest here, which will have a significant part at the end of this issue. So moving on, Kara needed some power, some sun to power up, to get powered up, because she's away from Earth, so away from Earth's sun, and so she turns to this guy here, because he's like excuse me, like Starfire, right? But a guy, because he's a Tamaranian. And so the quickest way to juice her up is to give her a kiss. So she slams her hands together, blows these zombies apart, and that's when she realizes they're not really as tough as she thought, and that's because they were actually released early, because it obliterated them, which was pretty cool, I have to say. And so anyway, after that, she goes after the guy that released these zombie versions of her on him, stops him, and I thought this was really cool, because right before he can phase and get out of there, she grabs him by the wrist, and when he teleports out, then, since she has such a grip on his wrist, it actually rips his hand off. That is pretty cool. You won't see that on the television show. Absolutely not. And right now, by the way, Supergirl's wielding this axe that it powers her up based on her anger and things, which that's a pretty cool thing, because she realizes she has to keep it in check. Anyway, we flash back to a little bit more story as he escapes, as you see here, Gandelo's place, our palace, I'm sorry, and this is that guy's mother I was talking about that wants Supergirl dead, and since he failed, she pretty much kills him, sends him out to space to die. Showing once again this person is evil and mastermind, brutal, trying to show that fearsomeness there, and I think they're getting the point across pretty good. And after that part, it gets interesting too, because we get once again that power restore we were seeing earlier. gives her more power this time without a kiss. He's just holding her hands. But wait, when he does, who comes in? Crypto and Xander, that friend that she recently had. And this picture here definitely shows, like that love triangle kind of thing. He looks shocked because they were holding hands because they're getting powered up. It's like, oh wait, but nothing's really going on. But it looks like something's going on, building up that potential love triangle in the book. So overall, that was pretty cool. We get another little bit of flashback to the bad guy, if you will, bad girl, I should say, and that she once again showing power. She doesn't care about whatever these other powerful characters think. Ultimately, she's going to do what she wants. So yes, and send it to every corner of the universe. This message she sends out that she wants Supergirl killed. So overall, the artwork in this issue was it was okay. Nothing super fancy, but you know what? Overall, it wasn't bad. It was definitely serviceable. The story was pretty good. It wasn't nothing earth-shaking. But I'm going to say, if you need Supergirl and you're a fan of Supergirl like I am, this is probably your better way to go, much more than the show. I love it that just recently I released a video, and everyone, because of Supergirl's ratings being bad, showing that the ratings were going bad, that there's potential for the show to get canceled. And the amount of hate I received from that I'm a male chauvinist and everything else. Oh, I'm sorry, I used facts. Or how dumb I was because it was renewed early, had early renewal just like the rest of the CW. And I said, renewal doesn't guarantee anything. An early renewal doesn't really. And lo and behold, what happens? Arrow gets canceled. So it's kind of a short season and it's done. Once again, this show also is, Supergirl's show has been dropping significantly in the ratings, so who knows what's going to happen here too. But anyway, I digress. My point is this: if you like Supergirl like I do, I'm a Supergirl fan, I'm just not happy with the show, the comic book might be the way for you to go. You might want to check it out. It's been a pretty interesting story. I won't say it's the best story I've read, but nonetheless, it's been entertaining. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, hit that notifications bell if you don't mind. Until next time, keep it frugal.